Okay, hello everyone. So today I pulled out my battery management system after it's been sitting under my bed attached to this battery pack for a whole year. And in a way, that could be considered part of the testing. I checked every single one of these cells and there's no harm done to them at all. With the battery management system switched off, there's absolutely no power draw whatsoever. It hasn't dragged any cells down. They sat at about they've sat at about 3.8 volts for a whole year, so that's fine. I'm just testing it on a charger today, and the cells are just coming up to balance just now. Uh, on this module, I've accidentally swapped the two LEDs around. It's actually meant to be a blue flashing LED. So what we've got here, we've just got this is just the charger just now with an amp meter and watt meter. That's just supplying 5 volts to this main module, which shows me everything that's going on. It's just a simple analog signals. It's all analog electronics. There's no microprocessors in this which can crash or hang. And all the status signals just come through these wires as analog voltages. So if there's an over voltage, well, normally a relay controlling the charger, well, you connect your charger there, like maybe the main side of your charger would get connected in here, and to your load you would connect this to a larger contactor for the load. And if any of these report a cell under voltage, a cell goes too low, that signal's sent out and then it cuts the load off permanently until power to this unit is reset. And the same with charging. If any of these cells, I think I've hard programmed it to detect an over voltage condition at about 4.2 volts, because I've never charged any lithium battery to even 4.2 volts. It's usually 4.1 at the most. So it gives plenty of safety margin for things like massive solar power storage projects, which this is mostly aimed at. Maybe for larger electric vehicles, because if you look at the size of the modules themselves, you're never going to use these on an electric bike. They're just too large for that. I think it'd be quite impractical. Maybe a large electric motorcycle you'd get away with it, but I'll just turn up the charging current just now. So if I put the charging current up just a little, you can see that more of them start turning on, and if I keep on turning it up, then the balancing is going full power now, and it all seems to be working well. I'm just trying to get my head around how, if these are drifting out of calibration, because I'm pretty sure when I put this battery away, I calibrated them all to within about a millivolt. These units, they seem to be pretty accurate, to within 5 millivolts in each cell, so that's pretty good. I'll have to figure out a way to control the charger using the balancing signal, so that when these batteries start coming up to voltage, the balancing signal comes out and could go to a charger somehow, and the charger, whenever it's getting that signal, keeps reducing the current. Because if I just reduce the current until that balancing signal goes away, I'm just turning it down just now. It's been turned down as far as it can go. It's just about, there's only a few amps going through it just now. There would be no, if I had it set up like that, there'd be no chance of triggering the over voltage. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm up to. I've been just so busy with everything else that I've not been able to do much with this, sadly, but I don't think it's going to be a project that I can do in any large volume, because these are double-sided PCBs and they would need assembly on both sides, and I'm currently only capable of assembling these by hand. So I don't know when I'll do another run at this. I'm thinking about once I do my next run of these, if there's another iteration, I'll be making more of these anyway. I might just sell this prototype to someone if anyone wants it. I've only got 7 of them though. That's the only thing. So if you've got a 7-cell battery or less, then this would maybe be a good thing for you. But I'm not prepared to sell anything until I've fully tested it, and I'm happy. So I'm going to do an experiment tonight. I'm going to connect my massive inverter up to this. None of my solar power stuff is actually set up. This house that I'm in, it's not really good for solar power. The roof faces totally the wrong way, and I'd only really be able to set the panels up in the garden. So I'm going to try and power the whole house off an inverter tonight, see how that goes, work out how I'd earth it safely and properly, and then maybe post a video about that.